Hey, what's up? Michael Nicastro here. Coming at you from New York City. It's another cold day. Luckily, I'm wearing a jacket. In this video, we're gonna dive into part 2 of my 4-part mini-series on hospitality, service, and sales, and focus on verbal language. What you say and how you say it are both important. Use your verbal language to convey knowledge and develop a mutual understanding. Without further ado, let's get into the content. We're going to dive into 10 points right now that really focus on improving your verbal language as it relates to service in a restaurant. Number 1, the greet. When a guest enters the door, giving them a warm welcome, "Hey, how are you?" really sets the stage for their entire experience. Acknowledge and greet the guest. Number 2, vocal projection. Your tonality and your pitch definitely influences the vibe or the feeling of the interaction. Also, be congruent to the environment that you're in. If you're in a fancy fine dining restaurant, screaming is not going to be congruent. People are going to be looking at you, it's going to be weird. When you're in a bar setting, it's loud, you can't hear anything. If you're whispering to the guest, they're not going to hear you, you're not going to get your message across. So be congruent to the environment that you're in. Number 3, word choice. When describing food or beverage, accenting your spiel with adjectives like caramelized, aromatic, savory. Any of these words really paint the picture of what you're describing to the guest, and it's kind of enticing. They want to get it now that you're describing it, right? And number 4, recommendations. So we're in the hospitality industry, but we're also in the sales industry, and a guest can't buy something that they don't know that you have. So don't be afraid to recommend items that you think they'll like and items that will enhance their experience. Also, from a guest perspective, they want the inside scoop. They want to know the secret menu items that you really like that no one else knows. So don't be afraid to tell them. And number 5, let the guest say no. So let the guest decide when they want to end their experience. Do not cut them off. Continue to ask them if they'd like another glass of wine, another cocktail. Okay, let them decide when their experience is over. This also increases the check average. Now, there are some instances where you need to use your judgment and have to cut them off. For instance, they may be visibly intoxicated, or they may be extremely full and lying on the chair like this. Then it's in your best interest to stop offering them food and drink. Number 6, yes and yes questions. So let me preface this by saying that you shouldn't use this all the time. You should only really use this when asking for items that can be replaceable. For instance, another glass of wine, or another cocktail, or another coffee. All right, so I have some examples written here. Take these 2 examples. Would you like another cocktail, or would you like to take a look at the beverage list? This is a yes and yes question because I'm giving 2 options, 2 yes options, 2 potential upsell options. As opposed to this one, would you like another cocktail? Or are you okay? Okay? The are you okay ends their meal, right? It's not giving another option. So many times servers use this. Now, this is a good tactic, but you can come off pushy and a little off-putting if you don't use this correctly and if your tonality is off. So be aware of this, and definitely don't start off taking the order by using something like this. Okay, we're going to go over 7 and 8 together. Descriptive comparisons and price comparisons. What does that mean? A lot of times a guest will ask you, how's the Caesar salad? So what I would do, I would describe the Caesar salad and then describe another dish. So I would say the Caesar salad is going to be great, nice, creamy. They have nice crunchy croutons, really add a nice textural note. And the Asian chicken salad is going to be a little bit more spicy and be a little bit more sweet from the orange segments. So what am I doing there? I'm providing them a comparison so they can determine if they want one of those dishes. Now, you're not coming off pushy, you're not telling them to order something, you're letting the guest decide what they want. That's leading us to price comparisons. So using the same technique, the only difference is as I'm describing this, as I'm spieling the guest, as I'm providing that comparison, I'm pointing to the menu and I'm pointing to the price. So then the guest can decide if what you're describing is worth the value. Number 9, ask specific questions. How are you doing? Doesn't really communicate anything in a restaurant setting. Instead, ask, are you enjoying the chicken? How is the ice cream? Okay, I'm asking specific questions about specific dishes. So many times servers say like, how is everything? Or first impressions. I like to be specific about what I'm asking them. Number 10, laying out a plan. After I finish taking the order, I like to recap it to the guest. I say, we're gonna start off with a Caesar salad, second course is gonna be the pasta with tomato sauce, and the third course is gonna be the pan-seared salmon. Any dietary restrictions or allergies that I should be aware of, I also ask if they have any time constraints. So why am I doing this? I'm recapping the order back to them so they know what they're getting, I know what they're getting, and also I'm managing their expectations. I'm clear at how their experience is gonna play out for the rest of the evening. That wraps up our 10 points on verbal language as it relates to a restaurant setting. If you haven't already, tune into my last video on body language and stay tuned for my next video on advanced service tips. Again, thank you so much for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep providing you tons of value with these videos. Take care.